Hi guys, it's Rocko here and welcome back to the channel. Today is the USTC staking podcast. I have been hyping it up a lot on Twitter. I'm really excited for USTC staking because, I get a lot of comments on YouTube saying you guys are just talking on LunaClassic chain. What are you actually doing? USTC staking is an action that we can actually take. Yes, I'll be honest, this proposal isn't the best. We haven't got an exact plan for the rewards, giving people incentives to actually stake. But guys, this is a good start. If we can, whether it's using Oracle Pool, we had different discussions and I recommend you listen to the full spaces. Although, bless him, Lunc is his second language, English is his second language, but he tried his best. And Vegas also, who's been, helping me organize these spaces, liaised with BLB Labs. I really want to see some progress, whether it's, I don't think this proposal will pass, but a version of this, with a better plan could actually work. And one of the biggest things that came out was, the reward, and that's where I questioned a lot. One of the suggestions they came out with was give CW20 tokens. So let's say, Juris, my project, we say we'll give some of Juris token to the pool, and people that stake USTC get that, Juris that we donate. But is that a robust enough plan to enable USTC staking, or should we just, create a staking mechanism where people can just, at the moment we don't have anything in the pool, but then we have a plan for it, whether it's the Oracle pool, whether it's USTC from LFG funds, or there's other USTC locked up that we've burnt before. Could we use something like that? So I really support it, whether it's this version of USTC or whether it's another USTC staking that we come out with. I think it's really important that we do something, right? We don't just sit here and keep talking like we have been for 2 years. So I've put a lot of effort into this, guys. So if you do enjoy it, do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps me motivate to keep working on the LunaClassic chain and do something with the USTC, guys. And like I've always said, Juris will be very bullish for LunaClassic. There's some updates on Juris as well, and there's other projects. But if we want Lunc and USTC, Lunc to be in top 50, top 30, we need something to do with USTC. Juris has some plans which we'll share later on, but I think we need to do something like staking, repegging to Tencent. We need something to generate hype for our chain. So enjoy the spaces, guys. I will be making a shorter video, maybe a 5-10 minute video where I explain my thoughts, but I recommend you listen to this, and then later on I'll try to on my weekly LunaClassic video, I'll share with you an update on my thoughts on USTC and share with you potentially what else we can do. So enjoy the spaces. Any question, comment below, and like and subscribe, guys. It really helps the channel out. Even comment below Lunc, USTC, I hate Rocko. It just motivates me, and shares this video with someone else. And we just need one person. Let's say Frag seen one of the videos and became a key person in the community. We just need another whale that's got a lot of money to be interested in USTC, Lunc, Juris. I need a developer that wants to come and develop. And so it's really important, even if you've got one subscriber or one like, it just potentially could have a bigger impact. So thank you very much. Enjoy the spaces. I will be making a weekly summary video where I'll talk about my suggestions in a bit more detail. And again, thank you NB Labs, BLB Labs, Lunc, to come on these spaces, even though his English isn't his first language, but he did his best. Thank you very much. Enjoy the spaces.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all having a very good day. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to join. Vegas, my usual co-host LL. I've already got NT Liang, if I pronounced it correctly.
Yes, perfect.
Thank you. So yeah, Liang's here from BLV Labs. Is anyone else joining from BLV Labs, or is it just yourself?
I think now it's quite late in my time zone, so only me join in this space.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I know it's about 1 a.m., so I appreciate you joining.
Now it's my pleasure to join AMA. So.
Thank you. I did some spaces from Vietnam and Thailand when I was over there for a couple of months, and yeah, it was quite late. And then Rexy would carry on talking. It'd take us to 2 a.m., 3 a.m. But we won't keep you too long. We'll try to make it an hour or so. Let me just message Vegas and LL, and then we'll try and get started in the next 5 minutes.
That's good.
Can you guys hear the music or?
If possible, so you can sing for everyone.
Sing? No, I was just playing some background music, but I don't know if you guys can hear it. Okay, so whilst we wait for Vegas, I guess we can get started. Hi, LL, how you doing?
Great. I apologize. I was in the dev chat and I missed the time.
It's okay, as long as you're building Juris, we'll let you off for being a couple of minutes late.
Yeah, we're building, and I might be allowed to share some screenshots from the project management, so everyone can get an idea where we are.
Awesome,
Just a sneak peek.
Sounds good. We'll come on to that later. Rexy, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing fine, Tar. It's nice to have a spaces on a Tuesday, isn't it?
Someone said they can't hear me. Can I get a thumbs up if you guys can hear me? Okay, it might be that guy's issue then. I'll ask him to rejoin.
Did you see anybody else put the thumbs up?
Yeah, Alex, Willie, David, yeah, a few people.
We're getting a few now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. I think it takes a couple of seconds for them to listen to what we say. Okay.
Do you think we could get a Mexican wave of thumbs?
I think we're getting close to it, aren't we? Love hearts as well from a few people. Okay, guys, I thought USTC staking would get more interest, but I still appreciate about 20 people that are here. But, I thought USTC staking would have way more interest because for me, I know there's some concerns which we'll come on to. I'll ask some questions as well, but it could be really positive getting this staking idea and having a way to reduce circulating supply, people locking up USTC. So I'm really excited to have Leon on. So we'll get started now. So we're about 10 minutes into the spaces. Leon, do you want to give us a bit of a background for yourself and BLV Labs before we start talking about the USDC staking?
You mentioned my name. Sorry.
Yes. Could you give a brief overview of what is BLV and also your background, your skills in things that you've been working on for LunaClassic and for BLV Labs?
Hi, everyone. So first of all, thank you for having me here. So my name is Lunc, one of 3 members from the BLV Lab. So my dev team is quite new in the Lucy community. So we just completed the first proposal and recently submitted the second proposal, which focus on USDC staking. So we, on the forum, we got a lot of comment and maybe some suggestion around this proposal. So I think today is a good chance for us to discuss around. So, and I wanna hear more maybe comment from you guys before we decided to what to do with this proposal. So yeah, are you wanna know more about my dev team, right? We are 3 members from Vietnam. So actually my background is not related technology, but maybe 2 years ago when the COVID around, so I started learning blockchain, and then I love coding. So I learned more about blockchain, especially layer 1. So I joined the beer lab, and then I start working on a TerraCasino, maybe last year. Yeah, the last season.
Okay, thank you for the background. We've also got Vegas. I've made him a co-host for these spaces. How are you doing, Vegas?
All good, and you?
Yes, not bad. Well, thank you for organizing this. USTC, again, as of people listen to this space, is something that I'm quite interested in. And staking in the right way could be a positive step. So thank you for arranging this, Vegas.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. And yeah, this is important. I think is very important for the whole community to understand what is we are trying to attempt to do here. I think it's important to give some kind of utility to USTC, a direct utility, and in the way to give utility to the whole ecosystem as well. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll start with the questions, and I know you've got some questions as well, Vegas and LL, Rexy. If you guys want to jump on, ask any question, just do let us know. So, Luang, do you want to give a brief overview of this proposal for USDC staking?
Then the big goal we wanna implement is Repeg $1 USDC. So this proposal, it may be the first step in the process. So the main goal of this proposal is bring much needed utility to USTC, which will help reduce selling pressure on centralized exchange. So by encourage on-chain staking, we will remove USDC from circulation, help stabilize its price. Yeah.
Okay, and I guess my main question is around the rewards. So if I just go open the proposal again, for the rewards, one of the points was CW20 tokens. Could you go into a bit more on the rewards and how or why would people send CW20 tokens to the pool for the rewards?
The purpose we recommend to add the CW20 because we wanna maybe a flexible to add more maybe reward pool, so incentive more people to stay. But you know this adding CW20 on the forum, we maybe it is the maybe controversy, so we haven't decided yet. So I wanna listen more from you guys. So what do you think about adding CW20? Yeah.
I can jump in here on this one as well. Ooh.
Yeah, go ahead, Vegas.
Okay. So regarding of the CW20 tokens rewarding pool in an open model, like the idea that I can see here is like trying to integrate the whole community, trying to make L2 and L1 just one, you know, like everything is fighting for the same thing. So imagine, for example, the situation of Juris. Let's focus on Juris. Juris, yes, it will have a massive utility in the future, but why not have even one more utility? Why not have more people holding Juris, you know? One of that, it could be simple, is rewarding Juris to people that are staking USDC. Creating a narrative for the chain and a narrative as well for the protocol itself. So the idea is that you will connect all the protocols, all the L1, all the CW20 tokens, everything that. So is to stop a tiny bit more the fights, yeah, and try to make everyone fighting for the same thing. What Luang was saying regarding the implementation is some challenges. Some of them are identified, but yeah, in the future, the problem is going to be the integration of a model like this working alongside with the L1. Well, this has a lot to expand. But for example, imagine that you have a token. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the risks here. Imagine that you have a token and you decide to give that token as a reward for people to stake USDC. Okay, fair enough. And in the middle of the rewards, you change the smart contract and you mint like 1 trillion of these coins. And then the model is going to work on that, and then it's going to give more coins or less coins. So it's all a mess. So it's always space to exploit that, but not if we create like guidelines for the CW20 tokens to be added to this pool. So imagine that Juris wants to be part of this. It has to be whitelisted for allowing to put tokens on this rewarding pool, or Selenium or TerraPort, any tokens that wants to be part of this initiative. Yeah, so it's a lot of challenges and a lot of ways to counter that challenges. Because, for example, L1 chain, in the way, doesn't know the balances of any tokens of CW20. So it's always going to be needed some kind of integration with some smart contract to integrate the CW20 tokens to be part of this pool. In a way, you will have to have this smart contract calling all of the whitelisted tokens that are have tokens on this pool, so then they can then be delegated for the delegators that are staking on L1, if you know what I mean. So it's a tiny bit of a challenge because you are mixing up L2 and L1. Indeed, this could be done just in L1, but it's so messy and so heavy for the chain itself that will be absolutely uncomfortable. So I think that's where Luang is coming from. That is a challenge to do it straight away on L1, but there's other ways that we can go around by the creation of smart contracts in L2 that could counter the bloating of the L1 chain. And if we indeed can do that, that will be, in my opinion, absolutely amazing, because we will just connect all the dots that at the moment are just dots working for each other themselves, and now we will work all together because we have a goal, you know. So yeah.
And currently, is that the only reward plan if L2 tokens voluntarily send tokens to USDC stakers?
Luang, do you want to jump in, or do you want me to answer?
So you help me to answer, because sometimes
it was okay. Is regarding the reward system. So are we going just to add CW20 tokens, or are we thinking about the native tokens as well, like Lunc and USTC? Luang? The question from Rocko.
I missed something. Sorry, because
Okay, I can ask again. If you don't understand me, do let me know again. I guess my question is, one reward that you guys mentioned for USDC stakers is L2 tokens. So, you know, Juris, I'll ask Juris and TerraPort their opinion on this. But is L2 tokens, you know, being sent for USDC reward? Is there any other rewards that we can think about? You know, I know HC and a few others mentioned burning Oracle pool USTC. Are there any other rewards that you guys have thought about that could work for USDC stakers?
because you can help me to answer because I.
Did you understand my question, Vegas? I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly.
No, yes, yes, I understand. I think it's just a connection that is a tiny bit bad, but I understand you very well. From talks that we have in the past regarding this subject, the allocation of rewards regarding native coins or Lunc or USTC in this situation is a task for the future. What I mean is that what BLV Labs is proposing is creating the whole staking system with the pool empty. The reason for that is that we have other options in the future. One, of course, is the CW20 tokens, so that can be done straight away with test token. And the pool of native tokens can be done with a couple of tokens just to see if it works with USTC or Lunc. Regarding the origin of the funds that might be able for us to fill up in the future for USTC rewards, in my view, we have a couple of options. We have options. One, I'm not a big fan of that option. That is taking some from the Oracle pool that we at the moment we are giving as rewards for Lunc stakers. I think that's not a very good option because it's going to decrease the virtual APR that we are already having in Lunc staking, but it's an option, okay? Second option that I think is a tiny bit more viable is utilizing dead protocols. So in the past, all of these wallets that we are burning, they are dead protocols or protocols that they were abandoned by the teams. Identify a couple of protocols. One of them is, if I'm not mistaken, CW something. I wrote it on my Medium, and for example, it has inside of that protocol, it has 15 million USDCs. That protocol was officially dead. Yeah, so the team considered that token, that protocol that they used to have, officially dead. They even give a window portal or whatever you want to call it to migrate to the new chain, and then they close the window after all the users change for the new chain. And that 15 million USDCs, they stayed on that protocol forever. And is there doing nothing because it's officially closed. So with 50 million USDCs that we could pick up, just for example, to give as rewards, is this enough? No, we will need more. But it's more protocols like this, we can include on this community pool spend proposals that we can fill up straight away to the reward system, or even go further. And in the future, instead of burning the LFG funds like we are suggesting at the moment, we could freeze them and in the future use part of that just for the rewards. Because 200 million USDCs will be more than enough to give a healthy APR that will be competitive against other chains. So yeah, but we have a lot of options here.
Okay, no, it sounds good. I think before it goes up for voting, the validators would want a clear plan. And before they vote, I think we'll have to come to a agreement amongst us of what's the best way to use it. Because if we just say USDC staking without a pool, I'm not sure how people will react. But let's get opinion from LL and Rexy. LL, what's your thoughts on CW20 token as rewards and in general USDC staking?
So ideas not bad. It depends, like if it's the only source of income. I fear that that you might have issues to get sustainable funding and stuff, because if Selenium and Juris and like TerraCasino and other projects they just distribute tokens, then they have the burden to let's say absorb the sell pressure, because a lot of people usually sell rewards against it. But I think there should also be another source of income. That's my opinion. And USDC staking in general, I'm not against it. I'm for it. I think Juris also has some sort of USDC staking if you consider lending being similar to staking actually, but it's not 100% the same thing, so I think they can coexist. I'm not against it. I just think it needs some sort of source as well. Like, I don't know, maybe if we have the burn tax, some of the portion could go there, or I don't know, we take USDC from the Oracle pool if you want to. I think it's not a good idea to take USDC from the Oracle pool. That's just my personal opinion. I think they should not be circulating and not be given out as rewards, and it's controversial. I know some people are against it because it would lower the API discussion, but yeah, maybe having different source of income would be good. That's my opinion. But in general, I'm not against it.
Yeah, that's, I guess, is what I was asking. What is the incentive for, I mean, talking from Juris, why would we give free Juris token, and what would Juris holders think about potential sell pressure? Maybe meme coins that want exposure, they would want to do this. So it could be an option, but I think it's a secondary option. It needs a, like you mentioned, the Oracle pool. I can imagine how validators are going to think about using that. I would be for it because I just want to give some utility. I don't know what the best way is. I think USDC staking is a great idea. We should pursue it. But how we do the rewards, Oracle pool, the money that Vegas mentioned, and have this CW20 as a backup fund mechanism for meme coins. But yeah, I think I echo what you've said. Another comment few people have mentioned, I've spoken to a few people about this. They all love it. They all think, oh, USDC staking, locking up USDC is great. It gives it a utility, but it needs to be done the right way. What's the incentive for USDC staking? Because Lunc stakers get all the voting power, validating the chain. What's the incentive for people? We need to think about demand and supply. And that was another concern that was raised as well. Right, we'll go to Rexy, and then I'll ask a couple more questions for Leon. And if you guys want to ask any questions for Leon, let me know. Rexy, same question as I asked LL. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? And thank you, Leon, for coming and kind of explaining it all to us. It's fantastic to create developers in spaces, and thank you for our team and everybody else for coming on. It's always great to hear about potential new technology, isn't it, coming onto the chain and things that can give more utility. I think everybody pretty much would agree with that. But things have to be viable, don't they? And they have to be sustainable long term. And picking up on some things that you've said there, Trader yourself and also Juris, where you've got projects with tokens that are within a particular kind of protocol and kind of small ecosystem, those people that have invested in them protocols, such as Juris, they'll be hoping and probably expecting that the success of Juris will generate rewards and funds, which will be shared out amongst those holders, and that will be their reward for investing in Juris, if you like. And if the price goes up as well, they'd absolutely love that on top of that. But primarily, it's about that share of the rewards. So when you've got those tokens that potentially could be handed out across a whole kind of blockchain, and some of them recipients might be people that maybe don't really care much for that particular protocol, that obviously could add sell pressure, which the main holders of a protocol, let's say main Juris holders, for argument's sake, or it could be Terraport, Selenium, whatever else has been built, then they may feel that that's a risk to their holding. However, kind of listening to what you're saying, it kind of occurred to me that there is maybe a potential solution here. And that is about providing rewards in a way that's sustainable. And if it's sustainable, it'll probably be sustainable because it's helping projects become more sustainable as well. So what my thought process was, is that many of the projects on TerraCasino would benefit from more liquidity. And if the TerraCasino as a blockchain has got, a vast quantity of, let's say, USTC or Lunc, and that's maybe put into these protocols, let's say into a Terraport pool or, any other kind of decentralized exchange pool, and that returns rewards, say farming rewards from that, then them farming rewards could go back to the blockchain, and then they could be handed out to all the holders, because in effect it's the blockchain that's actually earning the rewards, if you like, through its investment. In the past, I've thought about this and thought, well, maybe that could be shared primarily to people that stake Lunc and therefore with the validators as well to help support the infrastructure. But maybe there's an opportunity to share it out more widely so that those people that generally stake Lunc and USTC with the blockchain as such have a vested interest in the ecosystem growing.
Hello?
Yeah, I want to add something if I'm allowed, because I don't want to sound like because maybe to some people in Lunc, they don't understand a few things, and I don't want to sound off like somebody who's like putting down idea of somebody because he's greedy and he doesn't want to share his valuable Juris tokens or something. The main problem is that USDC market cap is pretty high. And circulating tokens are also high, like some are dormant, but I think if we allow staking, then a lot of USDC will flood in, which is a good thing, so it's a good point for staking actually. But the problem is if, let's say, I don't know, like $50 million worth of USDC, or let's say just $10 million or $20 million go into staking, then somehow you need to reward those people, and if it's done by CW20 tokens like Juris has like 75 grand liquidity. I think TerraPort also has like liquidity, and then it's on MEXC, so a little bit more. They have more pools, and surely not everyone will dump his rewards like immediately, but at the end, like they're at single-digit million market caps, they just cannot absorb the sell pressure. So if we like give out tokens, then it's like just going to be cosmetic basically. So the API you would earn for staking is going to be pretty low, I think. That's my thinking.
Okay, Vegas?
Yeah, I want to add regarding the idea of Rexis regarding the liquidity is important, yeah. But I think that is a different subject that we can explore. But regarding this specific subject of staking USDC, is a tiny bit different. Regarding the projects itself, for example, any kind of project, but let's take Juris as an example, of rewarding Juris on the staking of USDC. The team itself will be the one doing the calculations because this is an open model. So you guys, for example, will decide if you're going to give rewards of one jury or two juries or three juries, because in the end this will be the same curve of rewards of Lunc, so will be spread more or less to 2 years. So imagining that you put 120 juries on that pool, then we'll give what? We'll give 10 juries or something like that a month for the whole people that are there on the stake in the USDC. You know, it's like, oh, you guys want to give a tiny bit more reward. Okay, instead of putting 120, you could put 1,200. It all depends. I know that for solid projects that have other utilities than just this, it might not make a lot of sense, but it will. For other projects that they don't have any utility at all, I believe that this is a really good chance for them to be integrated in the chain somehow. And you have to remember that it's not just you that is going to bring rewards to the chain. So it's okay. You might think, oh, who wants to win one juries a month? okay, but maybe this person wants to win one Juris plus one Selenium plus one cat Wi-Fi, but whatever. It's going to have a lot of different tokens there, that that might be interested for him or not. Some of them, like you said, of course he will sell. It's like everything we see. It's like we see some stakers that they auto compound straight away. We see some stakers that they just didn't even withdraw the rewards, they just leave it there. Or we see people that just withdraw everything and they just sell it straight away. But we will see all of these type of things happening. So in terms of sales pressure, I think the owners of the projects are the ones that can control that. In my view, the CW20 is just an add up for the whole system, because as Rexis was saying, this has to be sustainable, and minting USDC is out of the question. Taking out from the burn tax a tiny bit, okay and not okay, so is another gray area. Even if we take from the burn tax, is not sustainable. So we'll have to find other ways. One of the ways that I think might work is indeed utilizing CW20 tokens to fill up the virtual APR of the USDC staking. Because if we indeed can get 200 million USDCs to fill up the pool, yeah, that's absolutely amazing, and it will give us an APR of what, 10, 13, depending on the amount of people that are staking. At the same time, will be for us to have to be highly competitive. The CW20 tokens could fill up the gap between other chains. So today I was checking other chains APRs, and I saw APRs of 38%. How can we even compete against that? Maybe we can by giving this kind of utility. Some people might want to get into Juris, but or other protocols or other tokens, but they don't want to really buy them. So maybe they just want, okay, I have some USDC, I will stake them and see how it goes. Other ones, we know they will just sell. So it's always a risk for the team and the community that runs these projects to understand the risk and the reward that a system like this will bring for their own project. So yeah.
Rexy, I think I saw your hand up.
Yeah, just out interest. So, if something like this actually goes ahead, I guess a couple of queries I've got. One is, what is the price for actually being built? The second is the user interface, so that the kind of newbies coming to the chain and the existing people, how are they actually going to interact with it? And I guess the third is the ongoing upkeep of it. How will that require kind of management? Will it require developers being paid to look after it? How will that work?
I can reply to two questions. One of them I can't. But oh my gosh, regarding the costs. Regarding the costs, Lunc can explain better. Rex, just give me a favor. Just summarize the two other questions that you have, because my little one just destroyed my line of thinking. Sorry.
Don't worry. They're the important people. They're the future. Yes. So it was about so summarize my question. What is the proposed price for this? When it's built, will it need further maintenance, and will that require developers to maintain it and therefore be paid?
Okay.
And thirdly, in terms of the actual user interface to enable stakers to actually use it, and maybe other projects to actually put their coins in. Yeah. How will that kind of? What's your idea behind that?
Okay, so regarding this last question that you said, how can the users and the owners of the projects interact with this? Will be third parties, yeah, of course. One of the ways, for example, will be Galaxy Station, and I already spoke with Hexagon. And they said, just send when this is live, just send us the stuff and we will integrate it. So straight away we just just talking by talking, the dudes, they said that they are going to integrate this if the community is on board, of course. Other stuff like the price, Lunc can speak about that better than me, of course. And regarding maintenance, is a really good point that you just bring here. But this could be done in the different ways. This could be done under L1 team. So the people that are able to merge and not merge, they could merge the for example, a whitelist token. On the repo, on the main repo. So imagine that this token can now be given as rewards. Okay, you do a PR for this specific repo, and you will be whitelisted or not. So it could be as simple as that. Or maybe Long has a different idea here. I don't know if he has it or not. Long, do you want to jump in, mate?
You mentioned about the price, right? So we expect to maybe get paid each phase depend and the price will depend how complex the proposal is. So yeah, that's what you're asking me, right?
Yes,
Sorry,
yes,
could you
yeah,
repeat
yeah.
that? I didn't catch it. So how much is the cost roughly?
So I think the next proposal we will review. So after we maybe research more how complex the task will be, so we will give the maybe a reasonable price.
And any comment on the ongoing cost? So obviously there will be a one-off cost to build this. But going back to Rex's question, are there any thoughts on ongoing support to keep the platform staking going?
And I wanna say something because from the dev side, so we really wanna someone maybe OZ or validator who maybe have to clear the plan or roadmap about proposal, because this is a big proposal. So we of course we will support about the technical, but it's not only related technically but also the financial or something where so you understand.
So I think I can jump here, Long, as well. So, Rocko, so in terms of the costs, what Long was saying as well was that the costs they will have to research more regarding the proposal itself. So, like we spoke on the beginning, yeah, the CW20 tokens is highly controversial. The situation of, for example, the way that will be maintenance, the maintenance of this, it has to be studied as well. Rex is just drop a point that is that we didn't even talk about it. We talked, but not on this level. We talked just in terms of the users, but the owners of the projects, they will have to be whitelisted as well. They will have to have a way to drop funds to that wallet. But just to be clear, in terms of the wallet, Rex, it will be as simple as just you send money to that wallet, and then if you send money to that wallet, then it's part of the rewards and you cannot touch it anymore. But for you to be able to send the funds to that wallet, or basically for that funds to be able to be rewarded, they will have to be whitelisted. So we'll have to have some kind of maintenance there as well. But I think we can solve that as simple as the persons that have ways to merge to check if a project can be whitelisted or not. I don't think we need a governance for that. In terms of the price itself, what I spoke with the team is that they are doing the research that needs to be done, and they are hearing all the feedback from the devs and the community regarding some points. For example, today we talk about the maintenance, and it was something that was not on top of the table. So they will hear all of this. They will study a tiny bit more, and they will bring us the costs. From my understanding, before the proposal will be break in 4 parts. So the research and the implementation of the staking, the testing, the study and improvement or changes of the Oracle feed price as well. Because, for example, today we saw a drop on the feeder of the Oracle price, and this could not happen in the future if we are really thinking about a repeg of USTC, because that could be exploited. So that has to be studied and is part of the proposal, of course. And then, of course, testing and implementation. So all of this will be broken in 4, if I'm not mistaken, parts, and could cost between, I don't know, from last time that we spoke was between 40 and 80 and 80K to pay the devs. Yeah, but this is still very early for them to quote a number, in my view. But they will come back to us when they have researched a tiny bit more and understanding what exactly the community wants to see with this.
Okay, yeah, I guess this is like more of an initial discussion that we're having here. We need to see a lot more information before we can go ahead for voting. I've got maybe a couple more questions, and then I know it's 1 a.m. or almost 2 a.m. now in Vietnam, so you'll have to go. What's your thoughts on sort of opening market module? So this is, I guess, a step towards Repeg, right? This gives it a utility. We want to add some sort of peg to the USTC. What's your thoughts on market module? Question for Luang.
So, yeah, absolutely. So locking USDC and staking have stabilized its price, right? So, which is maybe a crucial step before we can even think about the potential repeg. So I think this proposal is part of larger long-term strategy to ensure the price stable of USDC before reopening the market module. So, by stabilizing the price and restoring trust, this move will make it easier for the market module to function smoothly when it's ready. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Luang. I'll see if, guys, I'll open it for you guys. If you guys have any questions, if you want to come up and ask Vegas or Luang anything on USDC staking, and then give your final thoughts as well. Anything you want to share about this proposal or on LunaClassic? Open question for you, Luang. If not, Juris, LL, Rexy, have you guys got any more questions for Luang?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for coming and speaking all about this. I think it's absolutely fantastic, as I said earlier. I guess in terms of the repeg, it's something that's been discussed ever since TerraCasino was kind of born, nearly 3 years ago. Deep down in your kind of soul, so to speak, how confident are you that if we do manage to repeg USTC, well, 2 things really, either be able to just peg it as it is at the value it is, or actually get it back to $1, both them things together, what do you think the real chances that if we did manage to do that, that we'd be able to maintain the price?
Did you understand the question, Luang?
I understand a bit, but I think this is maybe a bit hard to answer because Repeg USDC is not easy because if it's easy, so I think so. Someone have this maybe a few years ago, so. Yeah.
Okay, no, I appreciate you still coming on. I know English is your second language, so it's probably difficult to have a full-on conversation, but I appreciate you coming on and trying to explain the proposal. Just to answer Rex's question, you feel like, we've been talking about this for 2 years. I just want to do something with it, right? And one of the tweets I sent out, and again, some people might say, oh, you're comparing USTC to a meme coin, but you've got meme coins in billion dollar market cap. And people say it's impossible for USTC to go against the debt. I know it's completely different, but crazier things have happened in crypto. And if we can get it to 10 cent or have staking or rewards with CW20 token or do something with it, it's better than nothing. So yeah, conviction-wise, it's probably not super probable, but I don't think it's impossible. And rather than not doing anything, I just want to see something being done. Even hopefully we have a solid plan with this staking, but even if it's just with the zero commutable, like Vega suggested, it's just trying to do something with USTC. Vegas, you unmuted for a bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, Matt. I want to add as well. Thank you so much, Lunc, to try to explain us this whole idea. I want to try to reply as well. How can we secure that the price could be stable? Okay, I think that in terms of the market model in the future, reopening of the market model, that will be a challenge indeed. Like Rocko was saying, it's like million tokens out there that they tend to be stable or even increase the price, and they have billions, if not trillions, of coins. For us, I believe that will be much easier if we can just regain the trust of the community. That being said, the market model is still some far away to fully reopen. Not in my view. In my view, it will be much simple, but whatever. For now, we have this staking system. And if we think about the staking system for USTC, forgetting all of the differences that we have regarding the rewards and all of that, if we take in consideration that all of this works, we have USTC staking, yeah? So with that, we will take USTC from the market. At the moment, people think that is a lot of USTC on the market. It's not a lot of USTC on the market. It's low liquidity. So if we take even more USTC from the market, then it's going to be a shortage of USTC. Okay, that's really good for price stability. But we are not taking it out. We are just locking it in place. But by increasing the price of USTC, by locking these tokens in a staking system, we are doing something more, because we have to remember that we are just not one coin. We are many coins, and two of them are the native ones for the chain. And Lunc staking, he receives USTC as reward as well. And by doing that, the virtual APR of Lunc will increase as well. Taking in consideration that USTC price is increasing, the APR of Lunc staking will increase as well. What that means is that people then are going to see this, and they are going to bring more Lunc to staking as well, making more stable the Lunc price as well. And this is a snowball effect, if you understand. So increasing the price and making sure that the price can be stable. The first step will be something like this, like the staking system of USDC. Later on, if we already have locked a lot of coins out of circulation, it will be much easier to indeed establish a connection, between some kind of peg, if it's a dynamic peg or a fixed peg. In my view, dynamic peg to a current price and then increasing as we go will be much easier. And like Red was even suggesting, utilizing different coins to get that goal. So we have so many tools here on this chain that is, in my view, is that's the problem. We have so many options that we cannot choose one. We are lucky, and sometimes we are cursed with that, because the options are there. We just need to choose one, and that's why I believe that the staking system will be the first step for achieving that. Because I think it's not a controversial thing for us to do. It's something that in each plan or each individual plan of Repeg, it will still work. Will not bring it down. So whatever plan we decide to open the market model in the future, the staking system for USTC, I believe we should be part of it. If it's for a moment, okay. If it's forever, even better. And I think we have some requests for questions on the community. I'm not sure.
Yes, I'll open it up, but no, I think that's part of the USTC bit. I think Juris will have got something to say as well, and I've got a couple of questions on Selenium Vegas, which we can come on to later. In terms of USTC, I've been bugging Rexy to add USTC to the casino. It's just any little utility we can add to USTC would be good. And I support this staking, but I think it needs to be done in the right way. Right, NB Labs, have you got a question?
No, I don't have.
It's okay, Luang. I was NB. I've added you as a speaker. Okay, we'll wait for NB. Maybe we'll go to Juris. I've seen you said you wanted to share some updates with us, Juris.
Yes, I can. So you're doing the spaces pretty frequent. So I think the biggest update probably is about the dashboard. So our dev is working to fix some issues on mobile. We got help from Hexagon and from Stref. I think there is issues with the Wallet Connect libraries, and I think other projects also have issues. And once we fix them, we can also share with the other projects how to do this. And other than that, I just went through the project management board, and I think like we're doing pretty good progress. Frank told me that he's pretty much done with the lending pool coding. He's writing tests to finish the sprint for it, and I think we are a little bit ahead of schedule still. Design-wise, I can share the post with the space. I think it should be visible now. Design-wise, I think we are like 80% done, 90% done. Coding-wise, yeah, with the backend, you can see it yourself. I think like probably end of the month, we're done 50%, I would say. And once the lending pool contracts are done and the front-end coding has started, we can look at having a testnet version online where you can lend out stuff. You have your margin accounts working. You can play around with the protocol, but you cannot liquidate people yet because that module has to still be built. So backend wise, I would say we are done 50%, 60% end of month. And front-end coding-wise, I have to talk to the dev like when he has more time and the dashboard is working fine. I think he's pretty much, I guess, done with the landing page. And he's preparing the skeleton and backend stuff for the actual protocol's front-end pages. So that's also going fine. One thing I forgot to tweet, but I will announce it, is that we have added a little bit of liquidity to the main pool. And I'm looking to add more liquidity within the next weeks. So yeah, this is what's going on. I know that DJ will not be happy about my enthusiasm because in private chats I shared some screenshots and I'm pretty happy about stuff. But yeah, as you can see in the nest, we're still busy building, so I don't want to like sound too optimistic until we're done and we can deliver stuff. Oh, and one thing I forgot is that Frag is like working on deploying the contracts for the liquid airdrop, liquid shielding stuff. So I think should be deployed like soonish, ASAP, because as you can see, the dashboard is online, the tokens are there, and people can go and play around. Maybe we get some new holders. I don't think so, because most people that stake with us also bought in. But then they finally get their nice reward.
Yeah.
Cool, thank you, LL. Yeah, 3 people commented that will there be future Juris airdrops for people that are staking with the Juris validator, and there will be if you guys are interested.
Oh yes, I want to do one more this year because a lot of people missed out. They didn't know what the project was about, and you know, so it's fair to do one more. And then for the other airdrops, we have to see, like, maybe we do other marketing activities. I don't know, but I think there will be one more airdrop this year for the delegators. And Frag is taking snapshots from the staking, so we have to come up with something so that people that delegate continuously get a little bit more. But yeah, we're still thinking how to do this, so there will be announcements.
Thank you, LL. I'll ask a question for Vegas on Selenium, then we'll go to NB Labs and Alfonso for questions before we round up the spaces. Right, Vegas, so yeah, could you update us on how Selenium is going? And I've seen a few comments on like soft cap and like, you know, how the raising funds going, if we don't raise enough, or what are the next steps? I know I tweeted about it, so I've had a few questions, so it'd be good for you to clarify it.
Yes, because even the DJ Trav was just asking as well. It's really good that the community is interested in knowing more. You know, at the moment, we decided to ask the community, instead of sorry guys, instead of just stop the project or going to the option that was on the table, that was like, okay, we didn't achieve the soft cap, so we're going to give the refund to everyone. That was the first option on the table, and people were literally upset with that. They didn't want their refunds back, and that was, for me, was a surprise, because it's like, okay, they really want to be part of something like Selenium. They know the value that can bring to the chain, and hopefully for their pockets as well. But yeah, so we decided to go to the option number 2. The option number 2 was to extend the pre-sale. So we decided to extend the pre-sale and give rewards to all the people that bought during the first, we're going to call it first phase of the pre-sale. So everyone that bought during the first phase of the pre-sale are going to see their balances increasing a lot, because everyone is going to be considered that they bought at 9 cents instead of 10, 12, and 13.5. And with that, they are going to see a big improvement on their balances as well. And we reopened the pre-sale for 10 cents at the moment. So things are going well. We have, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment, even with the decrease of the price of Lunc, I think we have 180,000. And we decreased the soft cap to 250K. What that means is that we are not going to stop, even if we don't get the 250K dollar soft cap. It's just a goal that we think that is fair for us to launch the projects. As you know, listing costs are big, liquidity costs are big, market makers the costs are big as well. So we want to make sure that we have all the tools needed for making sure that the project goes further, not just a beginning of the project. But even if we do not achieve that 250, we will then utilize other tools in the future to make sure that we will get there. At the moment, the community is really happy with that. We are doing, or we are attempting to do, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, partnership that this community ever saw. We are reaching the community, to get more support. For example, people, I cannot name them, but talking about, instead of the community, people that are going to endorse us more. So they will be part of the project as well. But we decided to reach outside of the community as well, and we decided to go big, and we just saw the biggest dudes in the crypto space that are interested to support the project, to do a partnership with us. And we are going to grab that opportunity. And I think the community is going to be really, really happy who they are and what they do and what they can do as well for the project and for the chain visibility as well. So the couple of days that are going to, maybe a week or so, we'll see some news regarding that topic as well. Because the funny part here is that we were not the ones asking for their support. They were the ones seeing this protocol. Of course, it's like bringing stocks to crypto, and they were investors in the previous Mirror protocol. So they got interested and they did us a proposal. We are just checking the idea if it makes sense or not, changing lines here and there, and then we're going to almost sure that we're going to make a deal with them. I think it's really good things that are going to happen in the for Selenium and for the chain itself. Regarding, for example, future listings, we are in talks with some centralized exchanges, and some of them are known by the community, some are not known for the general community. But I think in general the community is going to be happy for the listings that we are going to do. So I have to say thank you for all of the community that we consider them the founders, because they are indeed the ones that are helping the project go further, and I think their efforts are going to be rewarded in the future for sure. But thank you, mate, for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Vegas. We'll go to a couple of questions. NB, you are first.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening to all. How is everyone?
All good, man. How are you doing?
Good.
Thanks, good. So I was just thinking loudly about the payments for the rewards for staking. Could we not ask Binance to reward their fees instead of burning?
You mean asking Binance to instead of burning the fees that they do monthly, to send that to the Oracle pool? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, to send them to the reward pool, and then so we can reward the stakers of USTC.
That's a really good question. Okay, I never even run that by them regarding this system itself. I can even try to run just to see if it is an option. I can tell you everything that I suggested before regarding changing. For example, some people of the community were saying to start burning the USTC instead of the Lunc, things like that. Was all in quotes denied, because that was never the problem. The problem was the hyperinflation of Lunc. So they decide to support the community because the problem was X and not Yankee, So that being said, I don't think they will change that support. We are lucky that they are supporting us in some levels. They even opened a staking system for USTC. They increased the APR. Okay, now is back to normal, but they give us a tiny bit of a kick that we needed. So they are helping in some levels, but they don't want to get involved too much with the chain. So changing that, I can propose that, if not propose, asking if it's an option, and if they say yes, if it is an option, then we can bring that to the table and see if the community wants that or not. But in the end, I don't think it's going to do a lot, because if you see it's just 1 billion that is being burned, or roughly 1 billion a month that is being burned by Binance, and that is not enough to cover the rewards that we are getting out from the Oracle pool every month. So we'll have to be more creative than that. But everything can help. So yeah, why not asking? If it can help, I can ask.
Sure, that will be great. So would you think that hiring the APR of the APA was a signal to the community from Binance? That's the first. And I have also a second one adding up. Could they maybe, if we have a plan by paying back, maybe borrow us money to reward the USTC, so we can have a system for that? Maybe I'm just thinking loudly. Thanks for the questions.
Can you repeat the questions? Oh my gosh, today my brain is broken.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was trying to understand the second question. I forgot about the first. I'm so sorry.
Maybe they were too easy for you.
Maybe not.
So thanks to you, I forgot also the first question. What was I saying? The first one was that could it be a signal that they hire?
Okay. Let me try to address that. Okay, so before I forget it again. Okay, so to be transparent here, that again, Trade Rocko, sorry mate, but is going to be the transparency key here, and I'll bring something again. First news on your space. Binance was basically saying, okay, you guys don't have a lot of liquidity here, so what we're going to do? One of the pairs with USTC and correct me, Rexis, if I'm wrong, it was FDUSD or something like that that they have on the centralized exchange, was not enough liquidity, was not enough trades being happening there. So one of the reasons that we are speeding up as well the staking system of USTC was to bring some kind of utility, some kind of visibility for the chain, so that the whole ecosystem could grow as well. I believe that the conversation generates some ideas to Binance, and they indeed create the increase of the staking rewards. So they too as well can see some trades happening on that specific pair, because if you increase in one pair, it will increase in all of them, and indeed it worked very well. So for them, they were very well successful. So the signal is like a signal. We are here. In my opinion, I can be super transparent. We are here. We are looking to this, and the things were not going very well here. So we just give a tiny bit of a kick, and it's no hidden message. Is exactly what it is, and exactly what they said that they were checking was like, okay, it's no trades happening here. By doing that, they increase the trades, and things are a tiny bit more stable now. In my opinion, we just need to do our part as well. The second question was what, sorry, mate?
The second question was like I said, I'm just thinking loudly. It's like if you go to a bank and borrow money, could that maybe be an option with labs? Now they change with Bronze. They call themselves now YEI or something, YEI Labs from Binance. That we borrow money from them, or anything else that we borrow and pay them back with staking rewards or etc.
Okay, so that is a really good question, because that was attempted before. It's funny that you are saying that now, because when it was time of Terra Rebels, Edwin Kim, he tried exactly that.
Yeah, he did it with what was it, ICF or something like that.
Yeah.
We applied, but we never heard back from them.
No, we hear back from them. So the thing is that they don't invest in this type of chains. So they will invest going to our own ecosystem. They will invest quicker in a Juris protocol, on Terra protocol, or a Selenium protocol, faster than they will invest on a layer one chain.
Because it's the market cap.
Simple as that. Yeah, it's different things. It's like the angel investments that they do. They normally first of all, how can you even give a location of a project that you don't own? So as simple as that.
It's true, but what we are trying to achieve is never done before. I know we can't, or the community is divided by for example, the endpoints or for the socials and etc. But it is what it is, and it is decentralized, and nobody else done it before. But we are here, and we need to do something, or we will miss this bull run and miss the other one also.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so in terms of Binance itself, at least the conversations that I got before, and I was a witness as well, seeing other people talking regarding a loan or some kind of help directly to the chain, was a tiny bit null. Yeah, it'll be a tiny bit difficult to see that, but Matt, you are free to try as well. I tried, Ed tried. I don't know if exactly Zarada tried as well with a different angle, but all of us, we failed getting some kind of direct support in that sentence. I think another thing that you just point out here regarding the socials and all of that, I think now we are in a better position that we were a couple of months ago. We had some links that are pointing, at least on Lunc, USTC, to be fair, I have to remind myself, they have to be solved on the CoinMarketCap, but in terms of the Lunc, at least we saw some improvements. We saw some of the contracts being erased from there because they are just null. We saw some of the socials and the website being integrated there. Okay, we didn't agree for a website, but we have the forum that we know that is the first place for people to talk. Later on, maybe in the future, we can agree in socials for TerraCasino and whatever. But for now, I think it's a good step that the whole community is at least agreeing on the main things. We have a GitHub again there that we didn't have. So I think we are going on the right directions here. So yeah.
Thank you, guys. Luang, you had your hand up. Did you want to add anything?
I'm sorry, you guys. So now it's quite late. So I think I have to leave now.
No, I understand. Well, thank you for coming on. I know it's difficult to have a conversation in English when it's your second language. Appreciate you coming on, and then in the future, I'm sure we'll speak again. And if you have any questions, if I can help you with anything, do reach out to us again.
Yeah, thank you for you guys for listening. So I know because of my niche, so some my answer make you guys more confused. So sorry about that. So I hope see you guys in the next AMM soon.
No need to be sorry. You did a great job presenting the whole thing, and yeah, thank you so much for coming as well. Thank you, absolutely amazing.
Hope
Yes,
to see you
definitely.
guys.
And I think your English gets better when you come along. I'm sure Vegas, since I first spoke to him a few years back, his English seems to have gotten better. So next time you come, I'm sure you'll do better.
Yeah, sure. Next time I will try to improve my English, so we will not make you guys more confused with my answer.
No, I think we don't care about your English. As long as you can code well, get USTC staking up and running, we'll all love you. We don't care about your English.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Luang. Right, we'll start rounding up. We'll go to Rexy first. You've got your hand up, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. Some interesting kind of discussion kind of just followed on there is I think a lot of people are interested in USTC being pegged again. There's obviously be a lot of people that love it to go to $1 because they've speculated on it. However, USTC was meant to be stable, as in keep a constant value, so that people could trade to and from it into speculative coins, and Lunc was the speculative coin. And I think this is why Binance burned Lunc, because of the inflated supply devalued the currency. So in theory, if you get rid of the supply through buying it back, that should raise the value of the currency. I think that's the principle behind it. Whereas USTC was always supposed to be, like, say, a constant value. And we can make it a constant value now very easily. All we need to do is do a reverse split. So that could be solved very quickly. I think the key point is before we start really thinking about burning USTC and moving it out of circulation, things like that. We need to have a really robust mechanism for holding at the price. So we could we could do a reverse split now, have it valued at 1 cent, and just say 100 of these, and it's worth $1. And then, providing you could actually hold it at that, then you could actually start re-enabling the market module and swapping between Lunc and USTC, and you could absolutely drive the price of Lunc through the roof. And then you'd get no end of people coming back to the ecosystem, and that's where people would really get the value. So USTC is there as a constant source of value rather than a speculation of it going up in price. And I think we need to get back to realizing that. Just following on something that you referred to earlier on, Trader. We've had a great success this week. We've actually got USTC into a protocol now where it can be locked away. And you might win some of it back, and that's in the casino. So USTC is operating in the casino now, which is absolutely fantastic. That's another kind of use case for that. And then something else that happened this week was Terra, the token for Terraport, that was listed within CMC, and also the price has been tracked, which is absolutely fantastic because that helps bring publicity to all the tokens on Terraport as well. So it's another kind of gateway into TerraCasino. It has raised one issue, which was kind of aware of before, but it's kind of raised more of the urgency of it. And that is on TerraCasino, we need a token tracker. We've got Lunc Scan, and when TerraCasino used to be Luna, let's call it version 1, there was Terrascope. And if you want your tokens to be on CMC and you want the prices to be tracked, you need something for it to refer to. So it'd be absolutely fantastic if we could get something like Lunc Scan recognised by CMC. So things like circulating supply and total supply and things like that can be kept up to date.
Awesome. Thank you, Vegas. Vegas, thank you, Rexy. You've got your hand up again, Rexy.
I can just add something on Rex's. I already spoke with. I have a really hard time to say his name, Nuang, regarding Lunc Scan, and I told them to raise the tickets, and then we can try to speed up stuff. But let's see. Everything is very great with CMC, so yeah.
It's a good product that he's made, isn't he? And I think it deserves to be, kind of recognised for what it is. I think you've said in the past that a bit of an issue has been that it has advertisement and promotion within it, but I guess we'll have to see where that goes. But he does a really good job, and it's the way the site's developing and the more information that it holds onto it. It's growing really well. It's a pleasure to lead it.
100%. 100%. But if we're going to be totally transparent here, is that CMC will ask for some kind of funds, whatever, to speed up stuff if they see that is a profitable business. So that's what I was saying, suggesting for them to take the referrals from the page. So I could see that is not a profitable, because it's not. I know that is not. I have referrals myself, and I know that is like I get surprised when I have a $1 of referral. Yay! So, but it just sends the wrong message, and they will see, okay, if you win money, you have to pay, and sometimes they will ask $50K for the integration of the CMC. That being said, it could be totally different because, as you said, we don't have any at the moment, and they might see that it's okay, we really need this, so they might integrate it as well. A tiny bit of pressure of the community will help in the future, but let them open the ticket first, and then we see.
Yeah, that's the advice that I've given. Sell it to CMC in terms of this is an opportunity for CMC to get tokens within the community listed within CoinMarketCap, and to draw more attention. So actually it's helping open up another marketplace for CMC where they haven't been before. So we'll see where it goes. Good luck to them.
Thank you, guys. Juris, your final thoughts?
I'm bullish on the community. That's my final thoughts for today.
Short and sweet. And then yeah, Vegas, your final thoughts. Thank you for organizing these spaces.
Sorry for disorganizing your spaces. I'm so sorry.
Good. I mean, I usually do this day, but for USTC staking, I was like, yeah, I need to make time and get the spaces out the way.
Thank you so much, mate. I think it's important for the community to see the options that we have on the table as well. I know that some people they think or they know that is better ways to go as well. Suggest them. Bring your ideas on board. Ask, suggest, share them. In my view, yeah. This is one of the first good initiatives that we can do from here on. I think is it a solution? Of course not. It's not the only solution. Is it going to save everyone else? No, but it could start a snowball effect that we need on the chain. It could start a marketing campaign that will be good for the whole chain. For example, I just got I think was a DM. I'm not 100% sure of a token. DK3 or 3DK, they will say, okay, I'm going to start rewarding that on the pool. You see, I think for the CW20 tokens, mem coins specifically, and other ones as well, this could be a really good initiative. And they as well will promote the staking system because they are going to say, okay, now if you want to get rewards, just stake your USDC there and there. So I think it might work out okay, but of course we will need the native rewards. And for the future, we'll have some kind of battle to find the rewards. In my opinion, it will be super easy because it's just that protocol that we can utilize them. But I think this gives a good start for everyone to start really thinking about reopening in the market model, because at the moment we are just scary cats of water, and everyone knows water just, yeah, okay, is a tiny bit wet, but in the end is good. So let's just move on, and because we have all the tools to make this a massive chain like it was before. So yeah, thank you for everyone that came, and absolutely amazing that we have everyone fighting for the right things. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I love it.
Steps then? Are you gonna have a session with BLV Labs? Are they gonna come back to us again? What are the next steps for this USDC staking?
Sorry, I didn't caught exactly. Are you asking if BLV Labs are going to come to us? Yeah, is that what you asked? Yeah.
Yeah, are they going to come back and say, yeah, okay, guys, we've had your feedback. This is our suggestion. We want to do this.
Okay, so at the moment, the idea is that they are studying if the community really wants to go on board with this. Until now, the only bad things that we could see from here was one was integration of the layer 2 solution, so the CW20 tokens integration. I think we can solve that out easily by implementation of the smart contract. The second part is the reward system on native coins, so that's another gray area. So if we don't scare them out really badly, they will come back and they will put a proposal onto it. So it's all in our hands, depending on the type of comments as well that we are doing, if it's constructive or destructive. Yeah, they are going to be on board or not. From my personal conversations with them and personal meetings that I got with them, they really want to bring this to life. They have all the tools. They are amazing devs. They just need some guidance regarding the challenges and regarding what we really want to see through. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to hear again from them.
Okay, thanks, Vegas, and I'll reach out to you and BOV Labs in a few weeks' time if we don't hear anything back. But no, hope to hear some positive news from you guys. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in today. Quick spaces. Next spaces will be on Sunday. I haven't got a guest yet. I'm speaking to DJ for a guest. I'll confirm that in the next couple of days. But if not, we'll just keep talking about LunaClassic. Anything in crypto is not looking so good at the moment. Not just LunaClassic. Lots of insider trading, rumors, countries rugging. So lots to talk about, which we can get more into on Sunday. So thank you very much. Do share these spaces. Follow everyone that's here: Vegas, Rexy, Juris, NB Labs. Share these spaces. We just need one person listening in. He could be a developer, he could have an idea, and it could help us, make LunaClassic succeed again. So do like, comment, even if you got one follower, it really helps us out. So thank you very much. We'll catch you guys on Sunday. Good night all.